Iki isn't such a bad game. Changed my mind. Will not be seen at this time. In place of that, here's something that's a little more agreeable. This is GTV, the tiger of YouTube. As you may know, when you make videos on the internet, the fan mail really comes in like crazy. Just letters, no cash or prizes, that's for sure. Most of the letters have requests in them, asking for topics to be made into videos. The most common request is, very simply, tell me something I don't know yet, but will enjoy finding out. Something locked away in Japan from the 80s or 90s. Well, okay. Let's reach into the hopper and see what I can do. Back in 1 minute. Thanks for watching this episode of GTV. But first, a word from our sponsor. This episode is sponsored by Granmaly. Your grandmother just got her first iPhone, and you want some of that inheritance someday, so you better keep in touch. Except there's just one problem. She can't understand what the you're saying. That's where Granmaly can help. Granmaly has patent-applied technology that intercepts your messages and translates them for people from the 20th century, so those who speak Old English can understand them. Try out Granmaly Plus, that takes the old lady's messages and converts them to modern-day newspeak for easier communication. Upgrade to Granmaly Ultimate and unlock even more features, including the dad joke filter, which intercepts those awful puns and automatically replies, so you never have to worry about them. It all begins at the low recurring subscription charge of $99.99 a month, and you can cancel at any time. Go to grammarly/promo.code and enter GTV for a 3.14% discount. That slice of the pie helps fund the show, so I only have to work a regular job 5 days a week. 6 days every other week in July and November. Granmaly. Everyone can be a great grandkid. And now, on with the show. On August 8, 1986, Musashi no Ken, Tadaima Shugyo Chu was released in Japan for the Nintendo Family Computer by Taito. It's one of a seemingly endless pile of games based on Japanese anime or manga, and in this case, both. While we will get to the game, let's fill in the backstory of the manga and anime first. Debuting in 1981, Musashi no Ken follows the story of a young boy named Musashi, who dreams of growing up to become a kendo champion. Kendo is a martial arts sport that is practiced in virtually every Japanese junior and senior high school. The wooden swords used in kendo were made famous by Mick Foley in the late 1990s. The manga series begins with Musashi as a child, and he later grows up, and the story follows him as an adult. The manga series ran until 1985, and that same year, the TV anime series began, which had 72 episodes. The show was lauded for its realistic take on the growing pains of those school days, as well as what life is like in a sleepy coastal town in northern Japan. So what's cool about this game is it's kind of like 2 games in one. There's your standard run and jump style game, and then kendo fights. This is to try and follow the storylines of the series, of going through rigorous training, then excelling at your acquired kendo skills. In a way, it's kind of like the Karate Kid, only backwards. The action stages are kind of reminiscent of Mashineyu Den Wataru, with lots of cool Japanese stuff all throughout the game. The kendo scenes are kind of like Karate Champ or Great Swordsman. Certainly not Street Fighter or anything close to that. But if you can survive it all, then you will have truly fulfilled the dreams of young Musashi and become a kendo master. The Tiger of Iwate, if you will. The game, like so many, never left the land of the rising sun, which means few have ever heard of it. They could have pulled a Chubby Cherub, reworking the whole game, or just released it as is, like Golgo 13. Though Musashi no Ken never saw its way overseas, Musashi did eventually make it himself, as he was a playable character in Puzzle Bobble 3, known in America as Bust-a-Move 99. It must have been confusing if you didn't know that he'd come from a game released in Japan with a full backstory to go with it. But we're not done yet. Perhaps it was the cameo in Puzzle Bobble 3, or just the enduring popularity of Musashi no Ken. But there was a second game based on this manga and anime. On January 17th, 2002, Typing Shinken Shoubu Musashi no Ken was released by Sunsoft for the PlayStation 2. Of course, only in Japan. The game uses the PS2 keyboard, naturally, and is a typing tutorial game, kind of like Typing of the Dead and some other less than popular ones that were around at the time. It's very straightforward. The faster and more accurately you can type, the further you advance in the game. Each typing skills test is presented like a kendo battle, with a power meter on top that shows who has the advantage in the fight and how close you are to victory or defeat. Of course, different characters from the series make an appearance, and there's an unlockable art gallery as well. But other than the quick detour down Nostalgia Boulevard, there isn't much to it. You can actually play it without much Japanese knowledge though, as the letters needed for each typing test are visible on screen. So, at least there's that, if you want to try it. That's all for Musashi no Ken. So go forward, young tigers, with your newly imparted wisdom, and may it serve you well in your life's journey.